Hey guys, it's Kenya, and today I'm going to be talking about 3 lessons I learned getting rejected by 10 colleges. I know it's around that time where people are starting to get back their college decisions, and if you were anything like me, you probably watched a ton of day in the life and college decision reaction videos. And honestly, I applied to 22 schools, so I could have made a video talking about how I got into 12 schools or what I learned getting into 12 schools. But I think that there's so much discussion on how to get into this certain school, and there's not a lot of discussion on what happens if you don't get into that school that you really want to get into. Because most people don't get into their dream schools, especially if you're applying to those top tier schools. And so I want to show you guys that it's okay if you didn't get into that school that you really wanted to get into, or if you didn't get into college at all. And so I'm going to show you guys some of the lessons that I learned getting rejected by 10 schools. But as you guys know, I like to go on walks, so I'm going to go on one and find a place to film. Let's go.
Jumping out the whip, shit cold. Watching my step-gram froze. Most my day spent alone. Same with my bro, he knows. Gotta pay dues. Walking in mud, you can check my shoes. Tryna bite this, might chip your tooth. Tryna come with you, fake no room.
Okay, so the first lesson I learned is that when one door closes, the next door opens. Sure, if you're watching this, you probably got rejected from your dream school, and maybe you didn't even get into college, which is fine, but there's always an opportunity. See, if you got rejected from your dream school, then it just probably wasn't the right fit for you. I know that personally, I got rejected from Princeton, which is why I'm wearing this shirt today. And in the moment, I was upset, but looking back, I probably wouldn't even be happy there. I think I probably would have been always focused on work and just not getting out of my comfort zone and being creative. I think where I am now, which is Howard, is actually a better fit for me because it's a great school, but I'm not always doing work. And so I can focus on other things like building this YouTube channel and just getting out of my comfort zone through that. And so I think the lesson here for you is that, sure, you didn't get into your dream school, but there will be an opportunity. You just have to create that opportunity. I think right now there's so much pressure to get into a top school because of the prestige of getting into one. And a lot of people think that if they don't get into that top school, then they can't do anything with their life, or that they can't be what they want to be. But it's not about, whether you can get into a top school or not. It's about how many opportunities you can create for yourself. And so the question is, well, how do you create opportunities? Opportunities will come if you continue to work hard and you get out of your comfort zone. If you do those two things, then opportunities will always arise for you. You'll even see that it's just a natural attraction. Work hard, get out of your comfort zone, and you'll see the opportunities will come. Let's go. So the second lesson I learned, and a lesson that you can learn, is to accept what you can't control and focus on what you can control. See, you can't control that you didn't get into the schools that you wanted to get into. Unfortunately, you didn't get into your dream school, and again, that's okay. See, the question now is, are you gonna sulk about those schools that you didn't get into, or are you gonna focus on those schools that you did get into? See, now the goal is, how can you be a star at wherever you are? Whether you're going to college or you aren't going to college, the point is that you control what happens in your life. You control the opportunities that you create for yourself. And so, again, this goes back to the first reason. You have control over your life, and so don't focus on the things that you can't control. You can't control that you didn't get into that school. But what you can do is be a star at whatever you do. And again, that goes back to the faith part. If you have faith that that opportunity is right around the corner, then you'll take it and you'll make sure that you're a star at it. And honestly, you'll make sure that whatever school that rejected you will regret that decision. But the point is, I know that it's tough not getting into that dream school, but you just need to stop sulking and, again, focus on the opportunity. Focus on the bright side and focus on what you can control. See, when you get rejected from your dream school, you gotta have fun.
5, grow with every drop. All night you just wanna get high. Next day you forgot. Thought I told you that. This my niche, play my role. What you hold, little boy, best don't reach. Your shit dirt, you get curved. I just saw and reap. With that ease, hella clean, rips all on your knees. That's That's that work when you hurt, my head full of steam.
I apologize for my bad dancing, guys. Anyway, though, the third lesson and final lesson is that rejection is not a bad thing. There's a famous Michael Jordan quote where he says, "In order to succeed, you must fail." A lot of people fear rejection, and so we run away from opportunities where we may get rejected, whether it's applying to that dream school or going for a leadership position or asking out that cute girl. We often run away from things that we fear doing. And so the fact that you applied to a college that maybe you had a 50-50 chance or even lower of getting into, I think that that shows strength. And if anything, you just need to continue to put yourself in positions where you may not succeed, because ultimately you're always going to learn more from a failure than you ever can from a win. And just to give some examples of people who've been rejected from their dream schools, Barack Obama was rejected from Swarthmore. Like, imagine that, the first black president was rejected from Swarthmore, which is a good school. Steven Spielberg was rejected from USC's film school. Like, imagine that, one of the best film directors ever was rejected from film school. Warren Buffett, one of the best businessmen ever, was rejected from Harvard's business school. So as you can see, an admissions officer can't determine if you're going to be successful or not. Ultimately, that's up to you. But again, you can't see failure or rejection as a bad thing. If anything, don't run away from failure, run towards it. You have to put yourself in positions where you're going to be uncomfortable, because ultimately being uncomfortable and getting in those positions, that's when you're gonna grow. And so again, if you're watching this, college decisions probably didn't go your way. Maybe you got into one school, or maybe you didn't get into any schools. But again, you don't need college to succeed, and you don't need a Harvard or a Princeton to succeed. All you need is yourself, and you need that mindset. You need to be optimistic about your opportunities, and you need to be grateful and work hard and focus on creating those opportunities. And again, don't run away from failure, run towards it and get out of your comfort zone, and you'll be fine. And so again, I believe in you guys. I know that even though you didn't get into your dream school, you're gonna make the most of what you do have right now, and you're gonna create opportunities for yourself, and you're gonna be a star. Because again, this rejection might be painful, but you're gonna learn from it. And so if you have any questions for me, or if you just want advice, feel free to reach out to me. My Instagram is @KenyaChestnut. But yeah, I hope that this video was able to provide you guys with some value. And if it did, definitely like, subscribe, and revisit my old content, because I make videos on college, productivity, entrepreneurship every week. So again, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next one.